Hi there, are you ready for another massive progress video? In this video, this is going to be more hours than I've ever put into any progress video before. There is over 200 hours worth of progress in this episode alone, and collectively I think we're approaching 500 hours of gameplay that I've now put into this account. So in our last episode we grinded clues, we got very rich. We did do some clues in this episode, but in this episode, our goal was to climb up the high scores, make tons of progress, to really push ourselves to see how far we could get this account progressed in just 21 days. So, if you're wanting to see how far I really did get, well, let's get into the progress. Bad YouTuber again, as you can see, congratulations, you advanced a cooking level in the chat. That is 65 cooking, which is nice and clean, because now we have 65 fishing and cooking. Okay guys, big investment coming in. We're going to be investing in 20 Amulets of Glory. We've already got 7. So that means we will have 27 Amulets of Glory. So when we go ahead and recharge them at the Heroes Guild, we'll be able to do a full inventory. So that cost me 3.6 mil. But it will be very nice because right now I'm about to do a skilling method where I need a lot of Amulets of Glory, where we teleport to the duel arena, we run to the fire altar to craft some fire runes, because I think this is the fastest method until you can craft gnats, or gnats might even be slower, but you'll make a lot more money. So you run here, and then after you've done that, you teleport straight to Edgeville, which is a very close bank, so you save a lot of run energy and a lot of time. So this is the method I'm going to be doing for 44 rune crafting, and not having to go to the Heroes Guild every 5 amulets will definitely speed up the XP rates. Okay guys, massive magic level, and the reason for that is because we can now enter the Wizard Guild, where we can buy soul runes. We can also mine essence a lot faster. So let's go ahead and get to the Wizards Guild. Okay, nice level there. That's 35 rune crafting. I think we'll probably go till 40, then we might take a break, but if we're still feeling it, we'll go all the way to 44 so we can craft our own nature runes, because in this economy, we can now actually craft chaos runes. That's nice. Because like I was saying, in this economy with nature runes approaching 400 each, we're not having that, man. We're going Iron Man mode. Oh, and something else that's really good now that we're 35 rune crafting. Let's have a look here when we craft these runes. We can now craft double fire runes, so that definitely helps with not losing so much money. If you're buying essence or if you're mining essence, you make a bit more money. Okay guys, big rune crafting level coming in. Okay, that is the big 40 rune crafting. We've gone from 30 to 40 rune crafting, and I'm just really glad I waited till I had 27 Amulets of Glory. It was a big investment getting all these glories, but it definitely makes rune crafting a lot faster. So let's keep on going until we hit 44 rune crafting. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more than I thought. Okay, and that should be 43 rune crafting. Just one more level to go, boys. Okay guys, I found an even better method with just getting a guy that's either doing fire runes or nature runes with you, so I don't have to run all the way to the bank to that guy that was in the bank. So you just run, bang, duel, teleport straight here, and now we have 100% run energy, and you can keep on doing this, and it only takes a few seconds. So I calculated doing this and each trip taking around approximately 30 to 35 seconds. You could probably get between 20 to 25k XP an hour if you were doing things, to maximum efficiency, max focus and effort. My clicks are pretty bad, so I'm sure you guys can be a lot faster than me. Maybe you could wear the jewelry and then take it off, but I just find that a bit awkward. So this is probably the fastest XP in 2004 that you can get. Okay guys, it is time for the last lap of fire runes where we are burning through money, and it is time. 44 rune craft. You can now craft nature runes, and we can now start making massive profits. Let's go. Okay guys, it is time to craft our first nature runes. Okay, let's go guys. Many more nature runes to come, and I can finally actually not lose hundreds of GP per high elk. Silly me again. As you can see, congratulations, you've advanced a crafting level. That is 45 rune crafting. It definitely is a lot slower doing nature runes, but we actually make a lot of money instead of losing a lot of money, which is really nice. And also I'm alking because I need to get 80 magic. But doing this method where I alk as I'm crafting nature runes, even if I buy the rune essence, I actually break even. Just fletching some logs while I wait for my rune crafting partner. And with that log, that is 55 fletching. And the reason why that's so nice, because now we can make maple longs. And as you can see, it's a lot shorter distance for your mouse to travel doing the long bows, rather than having to drag it all the way over here to do the short bows. So it's definitely very nice. And this is what we'll be doing all the way until 70 fletching, where we can make the U long bows. Good morning. I'm trying to think of another short-term goal for this episode. We've got the long-term goal, obviously, of getting a Robin Hood hat or wizard boots from Clue Scrolls, but I think another nice goal would be to get base 60 stats. So just need to get 60 fletching, 60 crafting, 60 herblore, and I probably only aim for 50 rune crafting because it's so slow. But I was thinking, in order for me to get herbs the most efficient way possible, or the best way possible, I'm actually going to need to get 82 thieving to unlock the Chaos Druid spot that has 7 Chaos Druids. Because where I've been killing them north of Artie at the Artie Tower, the Chaos Druid Tower, there's only 4, and my combat stats now, I kill them very quick. So I think I'm going to grind out 82 thieving while I do some fletching here. But I won't be able to do it in one go. I definitely need some breaks to give my wrists a rest. So I'll probably do this for half of the day and then go do some clue hunting for the other half. Okay guys, this is absolutely huge. We're able to buy about 1k unidentified herbs. So this is going to give me so much Herblore XP. So we're going to go ahead and identify all these. It was 11 stack. So we'll go ahead and identify these, and then we'll start making some potions and see what Herblore level we get. Okay, we've identified all the Qualms, the Marintils, the Taramins, and the Harlanders. But if I'm correct, this next stack is going to be the Juicy Renners. Oh, that is just pure money being printed, boys. Each one of these can go between anywhere from 4 to 5k each. So that is very nice. Okay guys, let's check the herb stacks after identifying all those herbs. We've got 262 Qualms, 201 Marintils, and 181 Taramins, but we'll be selling these because I don't really want to spend my time making these because they're lower level potions. We've got 121 Harlanders, 103 Renars, 69 Irits, 51 Avantos, 56 Qualms, and these are some high level unidentified herbs here. And we can see the unfinished potions. We've got 71 unfinished prayer potions. We've got 27 unfinished super attack potions, 40 unfinished fishing potions, and 14 Qualm potions. So I'm very excited to see what prayer level. We actually got a prayer level cleaning those herbs. What prayer level will be after making all these potions. Oh, and what I realized as well when I got 56 Herblore, we're now 1200 total. So that is a very nice milestone, but we're going to keep on grinding to 1250. Okay, with this inventory, that should be 58 Herblore. Okay, there we go, 58 Herblore. Very nice. Each level is definitely hard to get. Collecting all the secondaries, trying to find people selling herbs and secondaries is very tough right now. Prices are insane, but it definitely is very fun because once you have all the ingredients ready, the levels just fly up. Okay, and that is 69 woodcutting. I've actually been AFKing use all day today, and I've gone all the way from 65 to 69 woodcutting. So let's go ahead and see how many U-logs we've banked over the past day cutting U-log. Because yes, willows are faster, but the thing is, some XP is more efficient than no XP. So we'll deposit these, and we can see We've banked 1500 U logs just simply AFKing today, when otherwise we would have got no XP at all, just because I've been so busy. Haven't really been able to do any click intensive things today. So if you're looking for a good AFK activities, use are definitely the way to go. 59 fletching, my wrist hurts. Okay guys, and with this last log, that should be 60 fletching. Another base 60, and we can now make adamant arrows. But more importantly, let's go ahead and just check the high scores. Well, would you look at that guys, we just hit our big goal for this episode, but I actually hit it a lot easier than I thought. I thought it would take a lot more time, or people would be competing it a bit harder, or other people be leveling faster. But look at that, we are now in the top 100, rank 98. It feels really good. So I think we're going to have to adjust our goal here, seeing how we hit it just a few days after I posted my last video. So I think we'll adjust it. Who knows what's going to happen next. I'm already so happy just to be in the top 100. But I guess the next goal, top 75. I have no idea how competitive it is in the top 100, but we'll keep on grinding. Good morning, another day. We're just doing some rune crafting while I've got a partner right now. And I've just been thinking about rune crafting since I've been doing this method. And it's made me think about the Abyss and how OP it was when it came out. Let me just quickly duel this guy here. This is a method where you duel each other because you got to teleport here to get to the glider anyways. Then you forfeit, and now you have 100% run energy, so you can run all the time. But we made an even better improvement to this. You can also run and alch at the same time, because when you are alching, your character is stalled, so you're not losing run energy. So instead of having to duel each other every time, you only have to duel each other every 3 trips, which speeds up the XP rates, and you get free magic XP along the way as well. But just some of my thoughts is, man, it's such a beautiful landscape around here on the island, and the Abyss, while it's much better XP rates, it really kind of destroyed the rune crafting skill, because you wouldn't get to run around the map like we're doing now and see all the cool places, the cool jungle where it's luscious and green and blue skies and blue, clean, crystal clear water, where instead you go to a dark, depressing tomb full of monsters that want to suck your soul away. So I was just thinking about that, and just some thoughts on how the Abyss really broke rune crafting and completely changed the skill. But in saying that, I'll definitely do it because it's much faster rune crafting XP. But I think it was definitely a very overpowered update, and who knows if it should come into the game or not, but it definitely will be coming, and I definitely will be grinding those. So we'll keep on grinding these nature runes. We're slowly stacking them up while we high alch, so that way we actually don't lose as much money. We can break even if we get a good price for the U longbows and the essence, or instead of losing 225 GP, we might only lose 20 to 50 GP per high alch, and we're still on that 80 magic grind, and still on that grind for 50 rune crafting. What I also want to mention is skilling with someone else also makes skilling much more fun, especially when skilling with someone else doesn't hinder you but actually helps you. And I feel like there should be a lot other methods in the game where teamwork can actually help you get more experience per hour, and it really helps make the game much more enjoyable. 59 Herblore. Okay, just one more level, and then we've got our Herblore at 60 and another base 60 skill. Okay, and after making all those prayer potions, that is 316 prayer potions, which according to my calculations is worth 1.3 mil just in prayer pots. But I think we're going to save these for when special attacks come out, and for when we get more PVM updates like Calfight Queen. Oh no, bad YouTuber again, but as you can see in the chat, congratulations, you advanced a thieving level. That is 65 thieving. So a nice clean level there, and we're at 1220 total. Okay, and that is 68 fishing. We can now officially enter the fishing guild, and we're no longer an imposter. We belong here. We belong here. And let's go ahead and do a lobster check to see how much lobsters we have banked over this AFK fishing grind. Well, okay, look at that. We are nearly at 5,000 lobsters. Let's go. Also, a new update that just happened today. They've officially halved the worlds because they doubled the amount of worlds for members release because it was very obvious there's going to be huge demand. The player count pretty much tripled, so they needed to have more worlds, but now things have gone back to normal. Some people saying, oh, it's dying, when no, it's just going back to baseline. But since them doing that, it actually feels really good when you're at the fishing guild. I used to spend a lot of times here as a kid fishing in the fishing guild. I'd fish lobsters for my pures that would PK. I'd fish sharks for PKing or fish sharks for money making. And I remember grinding 76 fishing, and it just felt like an eternity as a kid so I could fish shark. But man, yeah, definitely would love just hanging out here saying fishing levels and just having a good chat. It's definitely a very chill way to get up your stats. So close to 75 that I need to break, 88. That's very nice. Okay, this could be the reward. What do we get? Pretty average. I was getting pretty low on cash, so I had to sell some dragon hides I was planning on keeping for a little while, but we'll just quickly sell that. We can always get some more back, and that's a cheeky 1 million GP there. So we definitely have a bigger cash stack now that we can play with, so we can go ahead and buy more alkables and buy other supplies we need for skills. That's actually very clean, 1.5 mil. 69 fishing coming in. Okay, 69 fishing. A very fishy level. And after that 69 fishing, a big load coming deep inside the bank. And let's check our fat lobster stack. We're at 5.6k. 69 thieving coming in. Okay, and that is 69 thieving. 69 fletching. Okay guys, massive level. That is 70 thieving. We can now pickpocket paladins, and we are going to keep grinding until 82. Okay guys, another massive level. That is 70 fletching. And the reason why this is so big is because we can now make yew longbows. And the reason for that is because if we go to the market, yew longbows are selling for like 680 GP each right now. But nature runes are selling for about 375 GP. So in order for me to, buy the yew longs myself to train my magic, I'll be losing between 250 to 300 GP per elk. And for someone, that starts a new account or starts a pure and wants to go from 55 to 80 magic for the best spells, charge and entangle, it'll cost them around 6 to 7 mil just to get 80 magic. So with this 70 fletching, we can now cut our own yew logs, which we're going to be doing AFK when we're on mobile anyways. And then I'll buy the flax and string the bowstring myself, because bowstring is like 400 each right now. And I've got a bunch of essence, so I'll probably continue to just buy the essence myself and craft the nature runes. And I'll high elk the yew longbows while I craft the nature runes, so we actually make a profit and train multiple different skills at once instead of losing millions and millions training magic. Wow, everyone, I can't believe it. I just had a look at the high scores, and I can see after those levels we've been grinding all day, we have surpassed beyond my wildest expectations our goal of getting in the top 100. We are now in the top 75. We are ranked 73, as you can see with the screenshot. So I have no idea how competitive it is to get into the top 50, so I guess we'll just keep on grinding until we get in the top 50. 77 range, and with that we can now hit 13s with Addy arrows, which is definitely going to make these green dragon kills very quick. Okay guys, and with this bone, that is 60 prayer. Very nice, clean level, and that should be another base 60. All we have left to go is Herblore, crafting, and like I said earlier, we'll just focus on 50 rune crafting. Oh, and by the way, that's 85 combat, and that is very nice because what that means is when we go and craft nature runes, we won't be attacked by the jungle spiders. So if we DC or lag out or something goes really, really bad, we don't have to worry about dying to a silly jungle spider. Okay, guys, and that is 70 fishing. We are done with fishing for now, and let's go do a final lobster check from this fishing grind, because now that we're 70 fletching, I'm going to be doing most of my AFKing skills on woodcutting. But let's see, what have we got? Wow, that's a pretty nice stack of lobsters there, nearly 6,500. Well, today there was a fun PK event happening that Tice and Wartime was organising, and I haven't been to any of the PK events yet. So I thought I'd try get lucky. Woo, big hit here. Went for the KO. And Tice absolutely smacks me hard with a 26. So that definitely was very unlucky. I thought I'd go for the KO. Nearly had him there with just a couple of HP left. But he had the attack first with the magic short bow being faster. Don't mind me just crafting some nature runes. Okay, and would you look at that? 50 rune crafting. That is an absolute massive level. It is extremely slow training rune crafting in 2004 Scape, but it feels really good. We now have no stats under 50. Okay, 73 fletching, but that's not really a big deal. The big deal is we are now 1,250 total at 85 combat, so that definitely looks very clean. Okay, guys, and that is 75 woodcutting, and that is absolutely huge. Because you know why? We can now finally cut magic trees, and magic logs are going for 1k each now. So would you look at this, guys? This is what magic trees looked like in 2004. So let's go ahead and cut our first magic log. Oh, there we have it, guys. There we have it. It only took about 2 hours, but that is our first magic log. Let's go. Okay, and with this bowstring, that should be 57 crafting. And the reason why that's so huge is because we can now craft green dragon hide van braces. So all those hides we're getting from the green dragons, we can finally start getting some crafting XP from it and some big profits. Wow, I just thought I was recording then, but as you can see in the chat, congratulations, you advanced the fletching level. That is now 75 fletching, and we can now actually make rune arrows, which is pretty huge. Okay, guys, we have finally done it. That is 60 herblore. We can now make weapon poison potions. Man, that feels good. Another base 60. All we have left to get base 60s is crafting, which shouldn't take too long. But the massive grind, which I don't know if we'll do it in this episode, but the last one will be 60 rune crafting. Okay, this could be the reward. What do we get? And not the best hard clue. Okay, guys. And that is 70 fire making. Very clean level there. We've been grinding fire making all day. But we're just trying to go up a few total levels, go up the high scores. So we'll keep on grinding a few other stats to get some more levels and see if we can finally make it into the top 50. Okay, guys, I accidentally just closed the interface there, but that is 53 rune crafting. Now you may think, well, that's not really a big level. What's the significance of that? But if I log out and now refresh the high scores, I'm actually now rank 48. So I've achieved my goal of getting into the top 50. And honestly, now I don't even know what my next goal is going to be. I guess just continue to finish off the base 60s grind and then work on base 70s. Okay, guys, that's a very nice HP level there, 75. Okay, guys, this should be the reward. What do we get? And yeah, pretty average. Okay, this could be the reward. What do we get? And another pretty average, but hey, that's a fair bit of runes, so yeah, we'll take it. 79 range. Don't mind me just making some dragonhide van braces. Okay, would you look at that? 60 crafting. We can now craft green dragonhide chaps, and let's go ahead and do that. And that's very nice because it crafts 2 hides at once, so it's a lot quicker. But that is our second last base 60. All our stats are now over 60 besides rune crafting. But rune crafting takes so long. I don't think I'm going to get that straight to 60. Oh no, just missed it. But as you can see, I advanced a strength level. And that is 78 strength. But more importantly, we are now officially at 1300 total. An absolute massive milestone. Okay guys, so I think at 1300 total, that is a good time to end the progress video. Okay guys, another massive level just coming in, and this is very, very slow. The slowest skill in 04 to train, only about 7 to 8k XP an hour doing, the max efficient methods, but that is 55 rune crafting. Okay, just mining some iron today. Boom, would you look at that? 70 mining, absolute massive level. We can now mine iron ore, so we're trying to get all the stats here on the right side of the skill tab, all above 70. Something we'll work on slowly, so that does look very clean. 70 mining. Oh no guys, I forgot to turn auto retaliate off. I missed an absolute huge level, but as you can see in the chat, congratulations, you've advanced a range level. That is our biggest level yet of the account. 80, our first 80 stat, and it is a big one. 80 range. It's been a long journey to get to this level of 80 range, our first 80 stat, but man, does it feel good, and many more 80 stats to come. Okay guys, absolute massive level, and I made sure I actually captured the level pop-up this time, but that is 75 thieving, all by having to right, left click, pickpocket. None of this snowflake, just single left click pickpocketing. We're doing it like a real man does it, with right and left click while fletching longbows at the same time. So huge level, and we have had that long-term goal of getting 82 thieving to unlock the shortcut in Unil to get to Chaos Druids, but I found out you can still get there with 67 agility, or maybe even lower, using the agility shortcut. So I kind of lost a bit of motivation, but it still is a pretty decent time save of about 15 seconds. So I am going to just slowly work on it as I fletch these longbows, and as I work on fletching so I can alch while rune crafting. We'll just slowly work towards that 82 thieving goal. Okay guys, this should be 80 fletching. Let's go. That's a massive level. And another 80 stat. We're getting very, very close to having more 80 stats. I think after this, I'll go ahead and get 80 strength. So we've got about 50 odd K to go. But that is a very, very nice level, 80 fletching. Oh, yes, right. We can also now make magic short bows. Let's go. Okay, guys, big strength level coming in. Okay, that is 80 strength. Another massive milestone. We've got 80 strength, 80 range, 80 fletching, and 80 woodcutting. So our count definitely is starting to come a long way. So on to the next grind. Okay guys, just cooking some food for my combat training. And would you look at that? That is 70 cooking. Very nice level. And we are now 1331 total. We also got 70 attack, but I was AFKing, so I accidentally missed that. Apologize about that. But we are now making our way from the base 60 grind to the base 70 grind. Of course, excluding rune crafting, because it's so slow. I think once I have base 70s, I'll commit to 60 rune crafting. And I think my plan will be just keep rune crafting 10 to 15 levels below the rest of the stats, because I really don't want to grind it too much until the abyss comes out, because it'll be like 4 times faster. Wow guys, what an absolute wild ride this progress video was. We went up over 150 total levels. Even though the grinds are getting longer, we're still keeping the progress in these progress videos very, very high. So if you appreciate the high quality, the high amount of hours I put into these progress videos, all I ask is that you tap the like and subscribe button. That'll mean the world to me. So thanks for watching this progress video. And in the next progress video, again, I think we'll go back to grinding some more hard clues. See if we can finally get that Robin Hood hat. I do have to finish off 82 thieving, but I did find a spot where you could still get into the Chaos Druids without 82 thieving. So that's why I haven't been that motivated. We'll go for base 80s I think maybe for the next episode. And we're going to go for the front page on the high scores. So everyone, thanks for watching. I'll see you all in the next progress video.